Oh, Sarvadharma Sthapakatvam Sarvadharma Swarupakaha Acharyanam Mahacharyo Ramakrishnaya Te Namaha. O establisher of all the faiths, embodiment of all the religions, the greatest teacher among all the teachers, O Sri Ramakrishna, my salutations to you. Namaste, Pranam. Sri Ramakrishna spending some time with those Marwadi devotees and teaching them about the different paths of God realization, telling them about how God can be realized through the path of discrimination and reasoning, through the path of jnana, as well as through the path of devotion, through the path of bhakti. And addressing their query about whether the God is with form or without form, whether the God has attributes or God is without attributes. Sri Ramakrishna says both the things are true. God is with form, God is without form. God is with attributes, God is also without attributes. In the state of Nirakara and Nirguna Brahman, God is without attributes, without any form. But as a Saguna and a Sakara Brahman, God has form, God has attributes. And Sri Ramakrishna had told them how the God with form, God with attributes, how it relates to us. Sri Ramakrishna says it is like seeing a photograph of your father. Your father may not be there now, but the moment you see the photograph, the entire personality, the image, your association with that person, the memories, they become so live. After seeing that photograph, oh, this was my father. How much he loved me. He even scolded me. He even beat me at times. But he loved me to the core of his heart. And all these memories, they come alive after seeing that photograph. Now Sri Ramakrishna says, exactly, the worship of image, seeing the image of the deity, it also reveals in a flash the nature of that ultimate reality. That image of the deity has form, but that also brings to mind the ultimate reality, how that the Brahman is, how that Satchidananda is. For the sake of devotees, he has taken up this form. He has come to my house, he has come to my shrine in the form of that deity. Let me worship that deity. So Sri Ramakrishna had told them it both has forms as well as without form. And then Sri Ramakrishna says that he had told them that although the God can be realized through the approach of neti, or the discrimination, not this, not this, not this, you keep on peeling off the layers of onion and ultimately there is nothing. There is only the Satchidananda Brahman. And Sri Ramakrishna then said, but even the God with form has the great significance. And for such devotees, those who are treading the path of devotion, those who are following the path of bhakti, for them, God with attributes is the spirit, is the ultimate spirit. For a devotee of Krishna, Krishna is the spirit. And everything related to Krishna is the ultimate reality. For them, the abode of Krishna is ultimate reality. For them, the everything about Krishna is ultimate reality. The Vrindavan, the Mathura, the Dwaraka, all the places connected with Sri Krishna, all the people connected with Sri Krishna, they are the ultimate reality, they are the spirit. So that was what Sri Ramakrishna had taught. And in this particular reading that we are going to see today, Sri Ramakrishna has come to a place called Belgharia near Calcutta. And he is visiting the house of one devotee, Govinda Mukherjee. Among the gathering, among the other devotees, Naren is there, Sri Ramakrishna's most beloved Naren. And Ramchandra Datta is also there. Some neighbors of Govinda Mukherjee have also come. And as soon as the devotees, they gather, Sri Ramakrishna arrives, There is first singing of the bhajans, then there is dancing and chanting and singing the glories of the God, kirtan, wonderful. After that whole thing, kirtan is over, then all the devotees, they sit down. Sri Ramakrishna also sits with the devotees, and devotees start offering him salutations, and Sri Ramakrishna keeps on telling them that bow before God, don't bow before me. I'm just mother's child. I'm just an instrument in his hand. You want to offer salutations to the God. And then Sri Ramakrishna started his discourse, started his teachings. Sri Ramakrishna says, it is God alone who has become all this. You offer your salutation there. He is the ultimate. It is God alone who has become all this. This entire creation is filled with God. This entire creation, whatever is represented in this creation, all the beings, the animate, inanimate, all are his manifestations. And then Sri Ramakrishna says also, of course, there is some difference in manifestation of God in all the beings. And then Sri Ramakrishna says, but in certain places, God has become all this. But in certain places, for instance, in a holy man, there is a greater manifestation. God has manifested in each and every being in this creation, that is for sure. But in certain beings, say for example the holy people, the saints, the sages, there it is much larger manifestation of God in those people. And then Sri Ramakrishna says, you may say that although God is there in all the people around, but there are wicked people also, there are evil people also. So what about that? And Sri Ramakrishna says, even there in them, God is manifesting, maybe in a lesser degree, but God is manifesting in the wicked and evil people also. There are wicked people also. That is true, even as there are tigers and lions. All animals are not as docile as cow or sheep or goat. There are tigers and lions also. All those horrible sort of animals who can kill us at any moment. But one need not hug tiger God. Sri Ramakrishna says, God is there in the tiger also. God is there in the lion also. But because of that understanding, we don't go and hug, we don't go and embrace the tiger God. Sri Ramakrishna says, one should keep away from such tiger gods. One should keep away from him and salute him from distance. That God in the wicked man, yes, there is God in that person also, but just salute that person from a distance. And don't mix with him. Be careful. So that was that's how Sri Ramakrishna started his teaching to this group of devotees. And then Sri Ramakrishna says, even take, for example, take the case of water. Water is water is there in so many things. But some water we can drink. Some water we may use for worship. All the liquids have water content in it. But that doesn't mean that all these different types of water can be used for the same purpose. All the water that we see around, we cannot drink. All the water that we see around may not be suitable to use for worshipping the deities. And some water is good only for bathing. Some water only good for washing the utensils and washing the clothes. And some water, we don't even look at it. So Sri Ramakrishna says, water is there everywhere. But some water we drink, some water we use for worship, some water we use for other utilities, and some water we don't even see. Likewise, God is dwelling in all the beings. But that doesn't mean we should go and embrace the tiger God. We should keep distance. We should be away from such wicked creatures, such evil creatures. We just salute them from the distance. Oh, how are you? That's good enough. It is not that we become enemies of them. There is no point to becoming enemies of those wicked people, because that will be harmful for us. So salute them from a distance, Sri Ramakrishna says. It is not that you start hating them. It is not that you start calling them by names. You get into fights with them. No. Just say hi, hello from a distance and keep distance from them. Don't get involved in any way with those people. So that was Sri Ramakrishna's introductory teaching to this entire gathering. And then one devotee asked, Sir, revered sir, what are the doctrines of the Vedanta? Now this fellow wanted to know more about the intricate spirituality. So this devotee is asking, he's a neighbor of Govinda Mukherjee. He asks, what are the doctrines of Vedanta? And then Sri Ramakrishna says, Sri Ramakrishna is eager to respond to all such questions and queries of the devotees. The moment he says, what are the doctrines of Vedanta? Sri Ramakrishna's answer, the Vedantists say, I am He. Brahman is real, the world is unreal. Saha aham, I am He, soham soham, and Brahma satya jagat mithya. Brahman is real and the world illusory. Even this I, for that matter, in the Vedantic sense, is illusory. There is no aham for that matter. It is only the Brahman. Even the I is illusory, only the Supreme Brahman exists. So everything else other than Brahman, this I in a sense, this body as such, this person as such, there is no existence for this. All the temporary and ephemeral things, there is no significance from the Vedantic standpoint. And then Sri Ramakrishna says, that is what Vedanta says. But this I cannot be got rid of. Howsoever a Vedantist may deny the existence of I as this body, but this I, this ego, it cannot be destroyed, it cannot be got rid of. Therefore, it is good to have the feeling of I am the servant. If I am not able to claim myself as I am Brahman, because I can say I am Brahman only when that unripe I destroys. Only when I bring this unripe I to the ripe I, this the wretched I to the holiest of the holy I, only then I can claim I am Brahman. But till such time, this wretched I, this unripe I exists. This ego exists. It is always better, Sri Ramakrishna says, that convert this I as the servant of God. Say I am the servant of God. Say I am the child of my mother. And I am his son. I am his devotee. Put this I in the position of a servant, in the position of a child, in the position of a devotee. Then that I won't create any harm, Sri Ramakrishna says. And then once again, he is back to his wonderful teaching which he loves most. Sri Ramakrishna says, for the Kali Yuga, path of bhakti is especially good. One can realize God through bhakti too. As long as one is conscious of the body, one is also conscious of objects, conscious of the sense objects. Form, taste, smell, sound, touch, and all these senses, they are taking us towards these sense objects. All these senses that we have, they are guiding us to go towards those sense objects and sort of enjoy tempting them. It is extremely difficult to get rid of the consciousness of objects. In this the materialistic world, till the time we have this ego in position, till the time we have not controlled the senses, it is extremely difficult to get away from the from the temptation of these senses. It is extremely difficult to get rid of the consciousness of objects, and one cannot realize I am he as long as one is aware of the objects. And Sri Ramakrishna says only the sannyasis, they have got that advantage, because they have given way to all their desires. They have risen away from all the attachments. For them, no sense object can tempt them, can tempt their senses to get their sense organs attracted towards the sense objects. A sannyasi is very little conscious of the worldly objects, but the householder is always engrossed in them. He says, you are all householders. Don't get into that path of saying, I am he, I am he. Rather, I am his servant. Take that attitude. I am his servant. I am the mother's child. I am the devotee of my chosen deity. Take that path, and that will take you forward. So that is the introductory teaching of Sri Ramakrishna to this wonderful group of devotees at the house of Govinda Mukherjee. And among the devotees, his beloved Narayan is there, his Ram is there, and all other people are there. So that is the starting of this particular meeting with the devotees at Belgharia. Om Namah Shri Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Jai Thakur, Jai Ma, Jai Swamiji.